Yes, bonsoir on South Africa tonight from the sports desk. The fixtures of the Women's T20 World Cup 2023 in South Africa are out. The 8th edition will have 10 teams participating for the coveted cup and for the first time on African soil. Well, to unpack this, I'm now joined by Women's Proteas batter, Lara Goodall. Good evening, Lara. Thanks for your time all the way out in Cape Town. South Africa is placed in Group 1 with 5-time winners and defending champions Australia. New Zealand's also in that group, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and Ireland. Can we finish in the top 2 of our group to advance to the semi-finals, Lara?
Yeah, definitely. I think there are some very good teams in our group, and we can't look too far ahead. We have to take it one game at a time, but we know in T20 cricket anything can happen. So as a side, we know we have the ability to beat big teams, and it's definitely what we'll be looking to do, especially in front of our home crowd.
Lara, this has been described as the largest women's African sporting event on the continent. What does this say about the state of women's cricket in South Africa? And can we see a surge in the number of younger women and girls as well participating in the sport?
Look, definitely that's one of our goals with being able to have a World Cup on home soil, just to encourage younger girls to take up the sport and take it up professionally as we do. I mean, there's a lot of an opportunity to kind of stake your claim and play all over the world by just being successful in South Africa. So it's definitely a goal of ours to reach young girls and get them involved in the game and get them playing cricket.
The Women's Proteas T20 World Cup campaign this year showed our strengths and our weaknesses, some high moments and low moments. How far can we go in the competition? And one of the lessons that the group has learned in respect of major competitions such as a World Cup. On top of that, you had such a good year, top form this year for you, Lara.
Yeah, definitely. I think as a side, we've been making semi-finals of the World Cup, and we feel like now with the World Cup being on home soil that, we want to get into that final and compete in the final. Because, I mean, in knockout games, anything can happen. And we know that, this is one of our best chances to actually win a T20 World Cup. And it would be amazing to do it in front of our home crowd. So all the girls are really excited to get going next Feb. And the preparation started long ago. And we're in full swing with that. So we'll definitely be prepared come February 10th.
Cape Town all too well, representing the Western Province in the domestic game. What advantage do we have from the playing conditions that Cape Town, Paarl and Gqeberha present themselves that the visiting nations have little knowledge about?
Look, I think a lot of our players come from the coast, and especially a lot of our bowlers, and bowling is our strength in our side. So, we know conditions while we play a lot of cricket. We have an opportunity to play a lot of provincial cricket in the coastal cities from now until the World Cup. So we'll definitely have a bit of an advantage. And I mean, being from Cape Town myself, I know Newlands quite well and I've played there quite often. So I'll try and pass on my knowledge as best as I can, as well as a lot of the girls who play their trade here in the Western Cape.
All right, very quickly as we close, what is your evaluation of the Women's T20 World Cup? I know you've said a lot about how it lifts the profile of the game in the country, but what else can you add there, Lara?
Look, I think the World Cup is an amazing tournament that, any player in the world would want to be part of. So to be able to do it at home is a massive plus for us. And, we're just very excited to get it going and to be able to play in front of our families after so long. With COVID and stuff like that. So we can get our friends and families to the games and fill up those stadiums. They picturesque stadiums and they're one of some of the most beautiful stadiums in the world. So just to kind of create a buzz around it and bring people from different parts of the world to South Africa and show off our city. So, it's just very exciting and we can't wait to get going.
Thank you very much for your time, Lara Goodall. All the best in 2023. That's the Women's Proteas batter on the fixtures of the upcoming Women's T20 World Cup.